When you throw guns and violence and war into a situation and then throw peaceful, loving people that I considered myself to be, I was just shocked that I was in that situation. I have to tell you, I showed up in the Army and I was like, I joined the Army. I thought I was going traveling. They gave me an M16, gas mask, right? Army boots, and said, we're going on a 10-mile hike. This is day one, right? And I was like, oh, this doesn't look at all like Germany, because I had signed up to go and to work in Germany. So the obstacle was the reality of hard work, getting yourself into a situation that you realize, what have I gotten into? And again, there's your path, make your choice, get out, go back, take the easy road, or pull up your sleeves, figure it out. How are you going to make yourself a success? What do you have to do to make it in this situation? So I found myself a position as an equal opportunity race relations officer at 18 years old in a group of men who had just come back from Vietnam, who I was required to do situational lessons where we would talk about race relations. And for me, it was about equal opportunity for women and men, with maybe 1 or 2 women in the group and probably 30 officers and NCOs, so higher ranking people than myself, that I then had to design lessons that would teach them that a woman, now remember I just said that I got there, they gave me an M16 and I went, oh, what? And now I'm in a position to say women should be here. So that was a huge readjustment for me. If you're going to walk the walk, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. So I learned to shoot the rifle, I learned to throw a grenade. And in this group, I learned to listen, that no one wanted to listen to an 18-year-old girl tell them about how to be fair to women, but that if I asked them, what do you need from girls and young people who have come into the military as a soldier from Vietnam, what do you need from us to make us more accepting? What do we need to do to? And their response was, you need to soldier up. We want to know that you can hit a bullseye. We want to know if we go into battle that you're there beside us, not cowering behind us. What a wake-up call. We just want to know that you're equal to us. I thought, well, that's what I wanted, to be equal. All they wanted for me to act equal, to take opportunity to be equal. And I found when my attitude changed, not treat me better, be different, but I could be different and affect change in them, then that was a pretty big learning. Well, I think, like I said earlier, teachers are drawn to the profession because there's something about kids that you connect with or that you love. If there's a teacher who doesn't connect with children, and you guys are young adults at this point, but I'm going to call you kids for the sake of that. If there's an adult that feels that, if children feel a disconnect with an adult who's a teacher, in my opinion, the teacher picked the wrong profession. It's all about connection, right? It's all about being able to connect. So when I was 4 years old, I set up a school in my backyard, my mother tells me. I had a chalkboard and I recruited neighborhood children to my school, and I ran that school through 6th grade summer, from 4 years old through 6th grade. But in 6th grade, I decided I wanted to own a shoe store, and that being a teacher with my chalkboard that I had had all these years in summer, kids started to line up to come to my summer school. By about 4th grade, I had a waiting list to come to Jackie's summer school. Seriously, it's kind of, isn't that weird? So 6th grade, I decided I loved shoes. And I forgot about being a teacher all the way until that day in the Army when they were looking for someone to run those race relations equal opportunity classes. And I thought, I really loved holding chalk. I loved the feel of the chalk on the chalkboard. I think I want to do that again. And I don't know if you know, I'm fairly comfortable in front of a crowd. Teachers really have to be performers. And so I kind of enjoy performing. So combine that with kind of a natural tendency to want to organize and lead activities, really loving to be in front of an audience, you right? A little egotistical. And thirdly, having been through what I had gone through as a kid, I realized if there had been someone when I was younger, my savior didn't come until I was in about 9th grade. If there had been someone when I was younger, I think that life would have been happier. It certainly would have been easier. And so in that sense that I hoped at that time, and now I know that there were kids I could connect to, that I could make a difference for, that I had been through something that made me like kids who might need me. And for that reason, I became a teacher. It was never, I was going to tell you all the money thing. It was never about the money, but I want to make a political statement and say that teachers are grossly underpaid for what they do and the amount of work and the hours that we put in. When you look at business out there and what people would organize seminars and gather material and go to college, I mean, continue to go to college and do research and come in and be relevant. People in the community out there who do that make probably double what a teacher make in business community. So while it wasn't really about the money, my career is ending in the next few years. I'm resentful of the disrespectful salary that I've been able to earn as a teacher. And it's not a whole lot different in most of the country, but some communities and some states seem to find respectful monies to pay their teachers. So that's my disclaimer on the disappointment of being a teacher and reaching out, is that money isn't everything, but in a capitalist society where money provides you health insurance and a home and things that are difficult for me right now with a teacher's salary to do, that would be the disappointment. Thanks for not asking me to go on about that.
Hi, I'm Edgar Medina.
Hello, my name is Juan Cardenas.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Rojas.
Hi, my name is Angelina Magana.